you. It looks like a sticker. It's a Careful Life. Very cool. Thank you, Carrie.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, you got the little aluminum jacks.
Yeah, you know, for 20 bucks. I'm hoping they work.
Oh, they do. I've got a set. I don't use them, but we have a set. They're, yeah, they perform like, you know, like designed or whatever.
I like that. They perform, I mean, you know, like.
Well, it's just a storage thing for us. I did a kind of a cost benefit, but it's, no, I got them with the trailer, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not for real life, John.
No, actually, it's my daily. You know, when I go somewhere, that's what I drive.
Oh,
it's
cool.
Like, it's like my main vehicle. The 4Runner is actually Dana's car. Not.
Did not want to ride in the Bronco.
I opened up the hood.
I don't blame you.
I have a bunch of emergency radios and stuff in there, and if I leave the fuse in, it runs the battery dead, and which I can leave it on a battery tender, which I do occasionally, depending if we're gone for months like we've been.
Right.
But I knew we were coming out here and I was going to drive it for a few days, so I was going to pull the fuse, and a little mouse was like across the top of the motor. I like your little now where is this from? The campfire thing?
REI.
Oh, okay.
I saw them at REI.
That is.
I got it for John's birthday.
Oh, I got mine for Father's Day.
Oh, cool. All right, so
I don't
everybody,
have
let's open the video officially. We have John and we have Dana here with us. John, remind me the name of your channel.
You're a subscriber.
I know, but
You're fired.
Okay, we'll say it in unison. 1, 2, 3. 143 JKRD. Woo!
Yes.
And what's the name of my channel? Just kidding.
It's a Careful Life. Come on now.
And this is Dana. This is John's wife. And this is the first time we are camping together.
Yes.
Second time.
Well,
Kinda.
like
You
on
don't count the
purpose.
dogs.
On purpose.
Yeah.
On
Camping.
purpose.
On purpose.
Purposely camping.
Yes.
Carrie and I aren't just texting one another.
Yeah. We're on purpose camping together. And we're going to do a little collab video, which will be fun. And I really don't know how to do a collab video other than just be our normal selves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
We did it
people
last time.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so-
I'm happy to be out here with you guys.
John and Dana
We gotta go to
have
dinner.
this
You guys-
cute little casita right down there.
So cute.
Have you guys named your casita yet?
We have not named
No.
our casita.
No,
we
We've
don't.
had it for
Do you
like,
plan on naming
No.
your
No.
casita?
No.
I think we've had it for 3 years
We
now.
barely named
Okay.
pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch
know.
out though. Carrie's
We-
gonna name your casita for
we
you.
had a
You don't
hard
want that either.
I'll name it. Yeah, I'll name it.
All
We had
right.
a hard enough time naming our 3 kids, so.
Yeah, oh,
Actually, that was easy.
I hear that. If my mother would not have stepped in, my kids would have been crazy names.
Larry and Curly, yeah.
Well, I would have had an Ireland for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But my mother was like, "You cannot name your daughter Ireland," so I didn't.
Oh.
We had a friend when we were younger whose name was B,
Uh-huh.
and his brother's name was also B. And I really believe it's because the mom
Like the
was
first letter of their
like
name
the
was
first,
B,
yeah,
or-
yeah,
No, it's just B.
yeah. They were
B.
just B.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just B. No B-E-E, just B.
Okay.
B Lee, if
B.
you're
Lee.
watching.
Yeah, I doubt
Um,
B. Lee is watching. I wonder if B. Lee is still alive.
I hope he's still alive.
Yeah.
The one we were friends with. If the other one's watching, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to go to dinner. Welcome to the weekend. We are in Hood River. It is supposed to rain this weekend, which will be fine. The casita always keeps us very dry. We're very excited to be camping with John and Dana. This will be a lot of fun. And I think what I'm going to do is we're going to keep this video super casual. You guys know I normally do. And I'm just going to kind of let the camera roll and let you in just on our weekend. So nothing scripted, you know, we're just going to keep it cool. And I hope you enjoy the show. All right, so it is Friday night, and on travel days, I never plan dinner while we're camping. So we're actually going to go to this place. It's about 5 miles from camp. It's called Sawtooth. And we just...
Locked up?
Yeah, let me double check. I gotta double check the camper's locked up. We discovered this place probably a couple years ago, and I think it's more like pizzas, salads, sandwiches. So we will go check that out.
a spot over there. Cool. Ooh, there's a spot right here.
Perfect.
You know what? To me, that kind of stuff's great. And you know what? It's like a free logo on your cup. Who cares if you know the company or don't, or like, you know, it's like, that's cool. I get a little free picture on my cup.
Yeah. I did not.
Look at your inaugural burn.
I know, right?
Look at how cool like that thing is.
Yeah, so John just got this for Father's Day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dana bought it for you.
Yeah.
Such a good wife. What is
Blur
it?
out my shoes.
Okay.
And he's not even your father.
I know.
Yeah.
So what is that? What
I
fire pit
believe
is it?
that is an Ozark Trail. I think that's a Walmart
Nice.
deal.
I can feel the heat from here.
I know. It's
Yeah.
really good.
And it's not on
heat-wise.
full power. That's about 20% or 30% power.
Nice.
And so it's, no, I think that's money well spent, especially with the fire bans.
Oh, I know.
You know, depending on where
Yep.
people camp, you know, here in Oregon, especially in central and eastern
Yeah.
Oregon, gosh, I mean, they're not in effect now.
Yeah.
But, you know, in a month or two,
I know.
you won't be able to have a wood fire.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
And
there's
this is-
already forest fires right now. And
Working
different
forest
stuff.
fires.
Yeah, just
I know.
close to us, right?
Yeah,
Right
Yeah,
down
Filomena.
Filomena,
Yeah.
not very far.
But no,
Pretty
I
fancy.
like it. But I mean, we were
I
just
think it's a
discussing
great
that.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Dana and I, as well as you guys apparently, have bought a variety of Walmart products over the years.
Mhm.
You know, certainly their camping Ozark Trail.
Yeah.
I've never been disappointed. We were comparing them to Yeti, in spite of the fact I'm drinking.
I love Yeti. I'm a big Yeti. Well, I don't even have my Yeti mug. I have my,
Well,
this
yeah,
is my
that
new
Yeti
hydro
mug over
jug,
there.
but I have my Yeti cup over there.
Yeah.
I'm a
No.
Yeti fan.
And this is my Yeti whiskey glass.
Nice.
So,
Nice. All right, let's go meet Xena.
Oh.
Xena the Wonder Dog.
yeah. Adventure dog.
Ooh, good thing that doesn't leak. Hi, Xena.
Oh, she drops her cat.
Yes, it's not leaking though, according to her.
Well, according to her, that's
Hi.
the best thing.
Hi.
Excited to try it with pellets.
And then what else did you bring to try
Now,
with
are
it?
these,
Hardwood.
Yeah.
Are those like barbecue pellets? Or are they
Yeah,
like
just
wood-
because that was the smaller bag I could buy instead of buying like the pellets you would use to heat your house.
That's
Nice.
what
But
you
it's
have it
still,
in? Or
yeah, it's just applewood.
oh, okay.
But-
So it's smoker pellets. Yeah.
Smoker pellets, but it's still
Yeah.
just hardwood, just dried hardwood. I'm hoping it works. If it smokes too much, we'll get it out of the way. But it shouldn't.
I would imagine if we let it go, as it develops heat, the solo, because we have a solo stove as well, and
Yeah.
as it gets hotter, it has that kind of effect where it
That's what
blows
it's supposed to,
Yeah.
right? Do you guys have a small one like this?
No.
No, we have a
regular.
massive one.
Okay.
We have like the
All right, guys. So the reason we are out camping this weekend in the rain is we have a friend that has the Southern Comfort mattresses, and she knew that we were looking to purchase, and she's taking just a few weeks off of camping, and she's a Casita just like ours, and she said, why don't you give mine a try? And I said, yes, I would love to try these. So we were actually supposed to be camping somewhere this weekend at a place called Devil's Lake. It's on the Oregon coast, but because the rain was going to be it was going to be a lot this weekend because we were supposed to kayak. There's a place you can kayak out to the Pacific Ocean. I do not kayak in the ocean. I pull off before I hit the ocean. But we ended up canceling that trip. And when we found out that we could utilize these mattresses for a few trips to try them out before we make the purchase, I was like, yes. So we took off an hour north from home. We're up in the Hood River area. And we're trying out these mattresses. And I just made the beds. So the cool thing about these mattresses is they are from Southern Comfort. We have them on the soft side. The bedding that you see on them are actually called beddies. I will go more into depth about that and what those are. This is the first time I've ever touched them, utilized them, experienced this. I feel like I have so much to talk about, and we have not slept on them yet. Tonight will be the first night. We are going to do a deep dive review. We're probably going to do that on a midweek video. but I will obviously go into a little bit of the review on this video also because we're going to be sleeping on them. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and plan on filming. Yeah, I am so excited. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, so last night was our first night on sleeping on the Southern Comfort mattresses. And I have to tell you, my reviews are mixed. I'm feeling confused and I will explain why. To catch you up to speed, we are borrowing these mattresses. We have not purchased them. They have not been gifted to us. We know somebody who has the same model as we have, and it's actually a new Casita to her. So she is taking a little break from camping, and she knew we were in the market for mattresses, and she's like, why don't you borrow mine? So she has 2 Southern Comfort mattresses that are specifically designed for the Casita Independence Deluxe, which if you're not familiar with this model, what this model is intended to be set as is 2 twin XL beds. And if you're not familiar with what a twin XL is, it's basically a twin bed that has a little bit more length to it. And so she was like, hey, come borrow these, you know, let me know what you think, because her feedback was that they're nice mattresses. They just felt a little bit firm. And I was like, okay, so if you're not familiar with Southern Comfort mattresses, when you purchase them, one side is firm and one side is soft. When you are camping with a person, and they're going to be sleeping on the other side, you each have to agree. They both have to either be on the firm side or the soft side. You can't have one or the other. And so John and I, being who we are, we like a little bit of a softer mattress. So we, of course, flipped it to the soft side. And we were very excited. I mean, these mattresses are they're expensive from Southern Comfort. And so to be able to trial them before making that big purchase has just been amazing. And the person that loaned us these mattresses to test them out, thank you so much. Like, we appreciate it. You just will never know how much this is going to help us out to trial these. She also included the bedding, which are beddies. And I was not familiar with what beddies are, but I'm not going to talk about the beddies right now. Those deserve their own time because I am blown away by these things and I cannot wait. I need to do some more research, and I will talk more about that later, because we are going to do a deep dive into these mattresses also, on like a midweek video, because looking on YouTube, I didn't see a ton of videos talking about these mattresses, and we're just like, we need more info. So John and I were very excited to go to bed last night. We, this is how the trailer was designed. We already can feel like there's so much more space in here. We get in bed and it feels great. Like, it feels so good, so comfortable. And about 3 o'clock this morning, I'm kind of tossing and turning and I'm like, oh, this is feeling very firm. So I wasn't going to say anything to John. I was going to kind of let him wake up, tell me what he thought, and then, I would share, my feelings with him. I wake up and the first thing John says was, these mattresses are a bit firm. And I was blown away. I wasn't expecting him, because John likes a little bit more of a firmer mattress than I do. So I was expecting him to just love it. Now, we both got a decent night's sleep. It's not like we tossed and turned all night. We slept well. We just noticed by laying in bed for more than several hours that they were starting to feel stiff. And so I wouldn't be opposed, like if I own these, I would not be opposed to put a mattress topper on them. And that's what the person who loaned us these, she's actually thinking about like doing that, because these mattresses aren't cheap. And again, in my deep dive video, I'll go over a little bit more in depth of like the cost we were quoted, what shipping would cost us to do it, and just kind of like the different setups that you can order. So again, this is only night 1 and we have one more night to trial them. Maybe things will feel a little bit different, you know. We did go to bed a little bit late last night. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to try these, and I will let you know a little bit more tomorrow. Also, when we wake up, just how we're feeling, and we're just going to continue our day. I need to go have some coffee. I cannot believe I'm shooting this little segment. You're meeting pre-coffee Carrie here, guys. All right, I'll see you in just a bit. All right, babe, what did you add to the trailer yesterday when we came in that's new?
Yeah, Carrie told me I should talk about this. So here we go. I don't know if you can see these little guys right here, these little front jack stabilizers. They're just cheap cast aluminum. I think I got a set of 4 of them, which I only needed 2, on Amazon for like $25 or something like that. The reason I got the 4 set instead of the 2 set is that was the one that was delivered overnight, so we could have them for this camping trip. And like I said, it was cheap enough that it wasn't that big a deal, so I guess I have spares. But huge difference in the trailer, in the front of the trailer. Like when you're in the bathroom, when you're getting in and out, there's no rock at all, whereas before there's a little bit of rock. I mean, it's not bad, but there's a little bit of rock. I don't notice it really in the seating area or where we would sleep, but in the front of the trailer I would notice it.
Yeah, I noticed it most like getting out of the trailer.
Yeah,
on the step and being in the bathroom. Because I would get rock when like you'd get in the bathroom, you would feel it rock a little bit.
But now there's really nothing. It's great.
Yeah,
I wish I was still asleep. Not gonna lie.
he's snoozing away, and
Cool.
I mean, I think I got up. I don't even know what time. Got up, made coffee, took the dog for a walk. Like,
Are you usually an early bird?
always early.
Yeah. John's the same way.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like when camping, I don't feel like I can sleep in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That high. You don't accidentally. And the back stream, like right across the back.
GoPro's supposed to be that go anywhere action and all this.
There earlier in the fall, and it was beautiful out. I got back and I was like, oh my God, this is like Nanook of the North. It was bitter. It was so cold.
Yeah, if you went in September, that's the best month
Yeah, I think it was.
to visit
Yeah.
Illinois, and then
Yeah.
you go back in November, you'll... super cool.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It smells like lemon. Look at this guy. This guy's been
Oh, he's
just
so
a
happy.
dog, man. Yeah. Going for it. This guy's got a little bit different color body. Look at how much more black he's got on the
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we are. We're at this lavender farm. I don't remember the name. And there's also a winery. So we're gonna go into the winery. We're gonna have some wine. We're with our new friends.
John and Dana, which has been super fun. And Dana actually knew about this place. We haven't been here, but the lavender fields are amazing and like smell like lavender.
Yeah, super exciting. So,
It's
been
very
very
cool.
nice so far. Yeah.
So we're gonna go have some wine.
Isn't this a cool place, though?
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I know. How was the lavender store?
It was nice. It was just a little bunch of lavender
Yeah.
stuff. But it was nice. This is amazing though. This whole place.
Yeah.
All right, we are back at camp, and tonight I am making chicken parmesan. We have our little oven here. It is a Ninja oven. I was actually asked a question, do I ever use it inside my trailer? I do not. I only use it outside of my trailer. I've never used it inside. You probably could. The reason I don't is honestly for room. So what I'm doing is we're doing a very easy chicken parm. I'm gonna take some eggs, scramble or like whisk them. We have some Italian style breadcrumbs, which I will dip the chicken in the egg. I will have John film so you can see what seasoning I do. And yeah, let's get started. First, John is, look at this big old fire starter.
Because I can't find my small ones.
So we have smaller ones normally. So what have we done different with this pellet stove, babe?
Well,
or it's not even a pellet stove. What is it?
No, it's our first time using this with pellets, and it worked great last night. We'll see if it works again great tonight.
And where did you buy these pellets at?
I just bought these at New Season. They're smoker pellets. But they should work.
So we have our fancy pantsy matches.
Because I don't know what I did with my lighter. It's somewhere.
And so John has it filled with pellets. Your cotton fell out. What I found is when you buy breadcrumbs at the store, they don't always taste as seasoned as I like. So I got these Italian style breadcrumbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out just like this, because this is what I am going to roll the chicken in to give it a breading. And what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to salt it, and I'm going to pepper it. I'm going to add some basil to it. Oh my gosh, I have things flying at me. So I'm going to add some basil to it. And this is really fun. I honestly don't know how this is going to work out. This is freeze-dried garlic. And I've used this before in a sauce, but I've never used it like this. So I really don't know how this is going to turn out. We're going to find out together. So basically, breadcrumbs and seasoning kind of look like this. My hands are clean. I just washed them because I just mixed the eggs together. And this is what I'm going to put my chicken in. So in my cast iron, because I'm going to prepare my chicken in my cast iron, I'm going to do some olive oil. And I'm going to start getting my pan warm. I'm going to kind of turn it. Again, this stove is there is no happy medium with this stove. So I'm going to kind of like turn it to the middle of what's happening. So I know at this point my hands are just going to be dirty until I go in and wash them. So I went ahead and got these chicken. They're actually called, I do the natural boneless, skinless. They're thin sliced. That way I didn't have to worry about, beating them here at camp. So I just went ahead and got the thin sliced. And my eggs are already mixed here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give my chicken a little bit of a bath in my egg mixture. Now, if you have gloves, this would be a great idea. Luckily, we're hooked up to water. And the plate I'm using is paper, so it'll be very easy. Oh, my trash just fell. It'll be very easy to clean everything up. So basically, I'm going to just take my chicken. My pan's already getting warm. And I'm just going to coat each side. And I get a good coating because I want a good coating. I like breaded chicken, I'm not going to lie. And I already have some olive oil in my cast iron. And because this is so thin, this is also going to bake off in my oven. I'm not going to have to cook this for very long. You don't have to necessarily get it done. I just want it to where it is halfway cooked, and then we'll heat the oven up. I'll probably cook it at 375. I'll probably go these are pretty thin, so I'll probably go 25 to 30 minutes and kind of get a feel. I mean, you know when chicken's done, right? Like, you can just tell. And with this, I'm gonna make some noodles that I'll just do, like, I just got regular spaghetti noodles, and I'll do olive oil, and Parmesan cheese and some good salt, and maybe a little bit of pepper, because there will be obviously sauce on the chicken. So yeah, so we're just gonna start getting the chicken cooked in my cast iron, and then I will catch up with you guys then before I put it in the oven, show you what I do. All right, some chickens may be darker. One doesn't look like the others. Can you guess which one? I feel like this stove, or this one burner, it's great, but it definitely cooks kind of weird. So this one definitely got darker. Now, I'm probably not doing this like the traditional way. I've started my pot of water to boil, which I'm all about salting water to cook my pasta, which I'm just doing regular spaghetti noodles. And I have a jarred sauce. So this chicken is just cooked on the outside. It is not cooked through by any means. I've never tried this. I'm usually not a big Prego fan, but the creamy tomato ricotta sounded good. So I'm not planning to drown my chicken in sauce. You never really necessarily want to do that, which I'm probably putting on more than like what normal people put on. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm out of a spoon, so I'm gonna use my spatula here, which I don't know why I have my spatula, but basically I'm just gonna kind of smear this around because I'm going to be baking this in the oven. My chicken looks like this, so it's sliding. I did put a little olive oil on this tray that I'm gonna be using. And again, all my seasoning was in with the breadcrumbs, but what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna add mozzarella and bake it. I'm baking it at 375. And again, this chicken's pretty thin. So I think I'm gonna put my timer on for like, thinking 25 minutes. I'm also going to add a little bit of parm because I don't think you can go wrong with Parmesan cheese. I don't think I've ever made chicken parm while camping. Actually, I don't make this a lot at home. I just figured, you know, because I have this stove, it is possible. So the stove is great. I am so glad we invested in that. So I'm gonna put this in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes. We'll see how it goes. If I need to add more time, I don't think I'm going to. And then again, I'm gonna serve it over pasta.
That'd be nice on a hot summer day when you're just looking to get out of the heat, out of the sun. Barbecue grill. Love to see those.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2. Okay, last night went to bed and the mattress felt great getting into, no issues there, nice and snuggly warm in our beddies, and you know, fast asleep. And then about 3 o'clock this morning, I'm just like, oh, I gotta kind of adjust myself. You know, I'm feeling like my back's hurting a little bit. I could barely walk this morning. My back was so stiff, is still so stiff. I don't know. I don't know I think, in my opinion, I think the mattress is too firm. Now, again, these mattresses have been loaned to us, and And the owner of these mattresses has also kind of said that they feel a little bit too firm. And again, we're sleeping on the soft side. Now, when the trailer was bought, the mattresses came with the trailer. So, and I want to make a correction. I need to stop myself. I have been calling this, and I hope you have been laughing. I have been calling this Southern Comfort Mattress. It's Southern Mattress Company. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So, Southern Mattress Company, you can go on their website and you can actually see that there's different level of foams that you can have and thicknesses and comfort levels. We don't know what this is. We took a picture of the tag. We're actually going to give them a call and kind of be like, hey, this is the info we have. Can you tell us, is this the softest mattress you make? If this is the softest mattress they make, this would not work for me. John is very happy. He's like, I think they're great. I feel refreshed. I had a good night's sleep. And I will say, I feel refreshed. I feel like I had a good night's sleep, but they're a little too firm for my preference. So I did some stretching this morning, feeling a little bit better, walking around. But yeah, that is my second day review on Southern Mattress Company mattresses. You can tell they're super high quality, but just this setup is too firm for myself. So, right, we are getting ready to leave. John just unhooked the electric in the trailer. Ouch, I put my shoes on. I'm trying to step on some rough pavement here. So we're going to turn the water off, unhook the water. And another thing I wanted to share is, okay, John already took them off, but the front stabilizers are a game changer on the trailer. If you're looking for a little bit more steadiness, like when you're getting out of the trailer, that really helps. That's where I noticed it the most. I noticed it when using the restroom. You don't feel like as much rocking in the trailer. So that's a total game changer. I think that's great. So yeah, John's back here soaking up a little bit of sun. We kind of had colder weather this weekend. And of course, today as we're leaving, it's going to be 75 degrees. But it is what it is. We really enjoyed camping with John and Dana. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us. And yeah, so that was super fun. So we're just going to head home and get ready for the work week. This camping trip was really, other than meeting John and Dana, it was all about trialing these mattresses. And let me actually take you in one more time, just so you can see the setup of our trailer with having the single mattresses. It really has given us like so much more room. I sleep on the right side. John sleeps over here on the left. And yeah, it really has just given us so much more room, and definitely love the setup of how this is supposed to be set up. So yeah, that's what's going on, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Short and sweet, I get it. But I always appreciate you watching to the end, and I will see you guys on the next video. Sending you peace and love. Peace out from the Casita.